A very big question that business owners ask themselves at a particular stage of doing their business. Are investors worth it? I mean, we witness a couple of clients here and there who have this biggest dilemma of whether they should go for an investment or not. So today I'm gonna help you out with the same question, because I was also scaling my brand Plor. Me and my fellow founder were having these urges and these doubts, these bouts of whether we should be going for an investor or not. So there were some instances, there were some lessons, there were some important anecdotes that I have jotted down, and I'd like to share this with you. This is my personal experience. These are the experiences of the clients which we have worked with, and consider this as an experience, a feather in your hat. The decision is all yours. So first things first, the first question that you should ask yourself as a business owner is, what would you do with the money, and do you have a roadmap in place? Let's say you get 15 lakhs as investment, or let's say you get 5 lakhs as investment. What would you do with that money? Do you have a roadmap? I mean, money is very difficult to acquire via investments and just goes away in a jiffy. It's as easy as it comes to spend that. I mean, if you give me as a D2C business owner, me running a physical brand selling anything related to textile, you give me 5 lakh rupees, I'm gonna go and buy a 3,000, 4,000 meter roll of fabric from some place back there in Ludhiana or Meerut. That is how I'll spend my money. Me thinking that I'd need that textile to increase my sales so that I could get more products. My product is a viral product. All of these products are getting sold in a matter of few days. Why not create thousands of such products, and I might be the next millionaire? But the catch is, trends come and die. People tend to overlook the fact that a product which is performing very good for you might not perform in the near future, and they put and pour all the investment into that particular product or that particular system which is needed to build that product. And that is where they lose. That is where they lose the investors' money. Investors, all they care, if it's not a strategic acquisition wherein the investors really come in with you and help you, they treat you like your own baby and they treat the business like their own kid and they help you out. If that's not the case, then the investors, all they care about is the EBITDA you are making, or the EBITs that you are making, and the net profit you are churning out, and what you can actually provide them. You know, we have had such experiences. I'll share a small anecdote. So there was this potential investor, so-called investor, you know, all these investors. He was an online investor, you know, sitting his ass down with cigarettes and drinking Red Bull and acting all chill and all cool. I thought he would be a potential investor because that was his name in the online space. So I approached him as a mentor. I mean, if he could be my mentor, and all he pitched was that if you want me mentoring you, I'd only do if I'll invest in you. And for me to invest in you, I would like you to fly me down from, he was living in Bombay. He said, I'd like you to fly me down from Bombay to Delhi, book my hotels, book my flight tickets, me and my team, right? So, and then only we could audit your brand. We can decide whether your brand is worth investing or not, or you as founders are worth investing or not. And we were just doing 5 to 6 lakh rupees per month at that point of time. And that was the turning point in my life, because that person didn't think twice before saying such a thing. I mean, we didn't even have a good office space. We rented a 2 BHK lower ground floor commercial apartment which was in a pathetic state. When it rained, the drains used to get filled. There were cockroaches, there were lizards here and there. There was seepage on the walls. It was a mayhem. And here comes a guy of whom I'm asking help, because I didn't know. It was the starting phases of the brand, and all he said was to fly him down to Delhi, give him accommodation, and then he'll decide. So if I would have, that could have gone good, that could have increased my brand's value, or it could have gone the other way. So the only lesson that I took out from that particular instance was I should have had a roadmap. A roadmap is the uttermost urgency that you should have. You should have a vision, the next 2-year vision. You should break down your visions. The next month's vision, the 6 months vision, the 2-year vision, the 1-year vision, the 5-year vision. Where do you see your brand? Either you want to sell it, you want to scale it. I create monthly forecasting still at Plor. It's a confidential document, and I share that to the core team members, the 3 to 4 team members who are core team members. I share that to them. They should be knowing how the month is going out, this particular month, and what do we need to improve, be it HR, be it operations, be it logistics, be it supply chain management or CRM or anything. It could be anything, be it social media management, influencer management. So you need to have a roadmap, else you'd just exploit yourselves. Number 2, what kind of investor you're looking for. Do you want an investor who just gives you the money and leaves you to cook with it? Or do you want an investor who invests time as well? In my opinion, an investor is someone who not only, a relative can also lend you money. A pretty rich relative can give you money, or somewhat middle class relatives. You can ask 50,000 rupees from 5 of your relatives and tell them to give them the money back with interest and with profits. They definitely give you. You can collect 5 lakh rupees like that, 3 lakh rupees like if you are born in a lucky family. But you need a person who is well versed and well experienced in the particular industry. We are not investors. Me and Aftab, we both are not investors, but people do invest their money in our mentorship, in our coaching. Why? Because we have done that. We have gone through that journey. We can cut short the time that would take you 3 years, 4 years. We can cut that to 6 months. We can cut that to 7 months. We can get you there what we took 2 years to reach at 4 months, 5 months. You know what I'm saying? Because we are having the experience in that particular scenario, in those particular instances. There are some permutation and combination of external events, but most of it are the same. So you should be very clear, what kind of investor are you looking forward to? Are you looking forward to someone who just gives you paycheck to paycheck? You are working like a salary-based employee in your own business, and you're getting the salary from a person who ain't even the part of the business, who doesn't even give a shit about the story of your brand, who hasn't even seen the about us page of your brand. So the choice is yours. To give an example, there was this brand back here in India, a perfume brand, Bella Vita. So the founder, Akash Anand, sold his stakes as primary and secondary shares, and it was the group who took over Bella Vita was by this firm by the name of Ananta Capital. So they sold some pharmaceutical stuff, some pharmaceutical shit, and they became billionaires. They were billionaires, or they became billionaires, and they started acquiring upcoming companies. So they bought Bella Vita. That, the founder became filthy rich by that acquisition, but that was a strategic acquisition. They took a piece of the brand and treated that piece as if they adopted a kid. Is that what you're looking for, or you just want money? You have to decide. Number 3, understand which investor is on your side and who is exploiting. Again, another anecdote. We met this investor, me and my fellow founder. We both met this investor in Delhi in some conclave, which was powered by some shipping company, so-called big shipping company back here in India. So that this person was on the speakers panel, and he was somewhat in the same industry, and he was well versed with retail, and we wanted to get help of this person because our sales were increasing. So I was in contact with this person for the past 1 year, and I used to call him in the initial stages. I used to tell him about the sales, and he was like, do this much sale first and then we'll have a conversation. Okay, I did the sales, and he even told me to build presentations, and he'll have me in the meeting and give him the meeting link. And I used to wait 40 minutes. It happened once on a Sunday. He asked me to give the meeting link at 11 a.m. and I sent the meeting at 11 a.m. 2 minutes before 11 a.m. I was in the meeting, sitting my ass down, but he didn't show up. He saw the link, blue ticks on WhatsApp. He was online, but he didn't join the meeting. Okay, and I kept calling him. After that, I tried keeping in touch with him. He was very much interested in investing with the brand. Finally, when our sales started taking off, I told him that this is what our revenue is for the timing. He was astonished, and he wanted our help this time because he had cracked the retail code, but he wanted to crack the digital code. He also had his Shopify website, so he wanted to take my help, but he wasn't willing to help me out. And me being in this illusion that this would be a person who might help me in the near future, so I didn't cut ties with him. Now I told him that we need solid manufacturing. Since you have cracked the retail and you have your own manufacturing, we need manufacturing ASAP. Can you help us out? I'm in Bombay. I'll be flying out next week. Can you wait for a week? I'm like, okay. But we didn't wait, obviously. We did scout for other vendors. After a week, I called him. sir, can we get in touch? Yeah, you can call me this particular day. And I called him on that particular day, didn't pick up the call. And the next month, 2 months later, he's calling me asking how your sales have been going about. Can you help me out? Can your other founder who is running the advertisement, can she help me out? Yada, yada, yada. So that was a person who wanted to exploit us. He didn't want to help, obviously, but he wanted to get something in return. So you need to understand which investor is on your side, which investor is actually helping you out, and which investor is bullshitting you. He or she is full of horse shit. You need to understand that. That is very important. The fourth point, you decided you want investors. Now, do you have profits? Because they only care about profits. A D2C business is only healthy if you're doing above 10 to 15% profits at the end of the month, even after taking out your taxes and salaries. That is what I believed in Plor, and that is how we work in Plor. We only work on sheer profit. When we see that we are trying to increase the revenue but the profits are going down, I do not want to work with a cash burning mindset. We never worked. There was a phase in Plor where we thought we are scaling, but we were on the verge of burning cash. I stopped everything and changed the business model so that we can still stay profitable. That is what it is. That is what it is at the end of the day. We want to stay profitable, right? So that is what we did. So you need to understand that the investors only care about profits, and the day you understand that, you are ready for this game, this pretty pathetic game of investments. So if you are stuck, you need help, shoot us a DM, links in the description, and we can see if we can help you out. Investment is a very big problem, very big dilemma. I believe you should get in touch with someone before diving into an investment or an investor, because taking an investment is like marrying with someone, and you need the right partner to marry you. Hoping this video help you in some way, shape or form. Until then, meet you in the next one.